Hi everyone, it's Marcie Besecker with Stampin' Up. I'm an independent demonstrator and I am here to share a fun Valentine card with you. So happy Friday. Today is not my normal day to be on live on YouTube, but I thought it would be fun to bring you a card. I said I would come on Thursday or Friday. This was going to be my card on Tuesday, and I changed it up to do the cute little Hey Chicks and Hey Birthday Chicks. So we did that. And so today I thought we would do the card I was originally going to do. And so let's get busy. Oops, got to turn down my phone. All right. Welcome. So if you are here, say hi. I know it's unexpected. If you are on my Facebook page, I normally try to give some kind of a heads up. I mentioned earlier I was going to do it. Jennifer, I'm so glad you caught me live too. And then I try to post and say coming live in a few minutes or 30 minutes or whatever. I didn't know what my time was going to be because I had somebody picking some product up from me and I wanted to make sure I wasn't in the middle of a video. Welcome, welcome, snowy Virginia. Oh no. Oh wait, is that Virginia? Vancouver. I don't know. But I'm going with Virginia. I don't know my states that well. So welcome everybody. Happy Friday. So first thing I want to share with you. So if you're early, you're going to have some fun product information, but not stamping product. Well, kind of not. So I went to my retreat. Hi, Joanna. Hi, Adele, Lisa, Carol. Welcome, everybody. So I went to my retreat, and you know how important it is and how dry our hands get. Well, this little shop connected to where our retreat was a quilting fabric shop. And they had this lotion there. And my upline's upline said that this was great lotion. So they had a sample there and I tried it. And I'm super picky about lotion. But this does not, it kind of ties into paper. It does not leave your hands greasy. It is the best I've ever tried. And it smells good. So it's called the Naked Bee. I have no affiliation to this. I'm just sharing it with you because I love it. Hi, Feline. Hi, Paper Hugs. Patty, welcome everybody. So, oh, Joanna, I'm glad you caught me live. It's not my usual day. I thought I'd come on and share something with you. But anyway, back to this real quick. And then it's on Amazon. So I got it in a pump too. And I even bought the chapstick. I love it all. But just so you know, it does not keep your hands greasy. So doing paper afterwards, not a problem. So that is my public announcement for the day, the Naked Bee. I like this one, which is the Orange Blossom. There's a couple other scents out there that I have not tried, but I do like this one. And the scent goes kind of away right away. I mean, it's very light after a little bit. Okay, so I just wanted to share that with you because I thought that was kind of always looking for something to do with crafts, and that is not greasy. All right, so I'm going to have a bit of videos for you, I think, this weekend. I've been super busy. Hang with me. I'm going to give you a little sneak peek of what's coming on Sunday, which is something new. So, oh, Feline, yeah, I really like it. Oh, let me just back up real quick while I have it here. So it says all the good stuff. It's like honey, hyaluronic acid, which is powerful hydrator and smooths and softens your hands, conditions and detoxifies, organic aloe vera and sunflower oil. And then it has a whole list of stuff I can't pronounce that's not in the bottle, not in there. So there's that. I don't know. Let's see if I can get it. Let's do this one. Maybe you can get a better look. Kind of blurry still, sorry, but anyway, there it is. It's fantastic. I love it. Okay, enough about lotion. Hi, Tashana, welcome. Hi, Sherry, Felicia. Okay, so this is the fun card we're going to do today. We are going to be using a few products, but pretty much the same bundle here. So we're going to use lots of hearts. So Jennifer, if you're out there, I know you're going to probably watch the replay. I think you're at work, but this is going to be, thanks, Lisa. I thought so. And then I was like, oh, maybe it's something different. So lots of hearts, which is so much fun, but the dies are what are, no, Kathy, I'm just starting. The die, hi Felicia, the dies are what are so amazing, and I'm going to show you some different things to use with this. I did already emboss my panel here that is the Parisian Flourish 3D. I love this folder. It is a really fun folder. Oh, Carol, you're going to like it, like it, like it. And then adhesive sheets. Use adhesive sheets on this. I recommend it. All right, so we're going to set that aside. We're going to do a couple of techniques too that I think you're going to really like. All right, you should see my desk, you guys. I'm not kidding. With the butterfly set that just came, I got it yesterday. And I'm just going to say, if you're a demonstrator, you've got to get it. If you are a customer, come March 2nd, you got to get it. And I'm going to give you a sneak peek, but watch me on Sunday. I'm going to do the butterfly on Sunday. I have a lot of butterfly sets. I love butterflies. I thought, you know what? I really like the idea of one stamp, one die, and so I'm going to get it. I am so pleased with this set, and I will show it to you all on Sunday. But and the paper, order all the paper you can get. I've already, okay, so this is what I'm just going to show you real quick. This is my first package. I have like 3 sheets left, and only because I was getting tired and I said, you know, I should stop at some point. Lisa, it is so pretty. Carol, you're going to love it. So yeah, so this is my scraps of what I've got left, and so I'll show you all that on Sunday. But the one thing I'm going to tell you is that your large die will cut these first sheets of flowers of butterflies out. So the back of it is really, really pretty, but don't miss out on cutting your butterflies out. Okay, here we go. I know I could go on. Those butterflies are crazy. But anyway, all right, so let's get busy. We got a lot to do. All right, so what I'm going to do is bring in my little envelope here full of goodies. And I just have lots of stuff kind of pre-done. I've got my little heart and my rhinestones still in my envelope. So I'm just going to set that aside. So right now, let's just empty my card base. So my card base is going to go in here. Here's my panel that's going to go inside, and my black. I'm going to put that aside, and then I also did my panel and I embossed it, okay? And I'm going to set that aside. You guys know how to emboss. This is the 3D embossing folder. I'm going to use my little cut and emboss machine today, so I just did this one ahead of time. It is a fantastic embossing folder. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is we're going to do the bow because I want it to dry. So I'm going to bring in, I just pulled the ribbon over here. What did I do with it? All right. You know, it's funny when I see people do this on the TV and on their screen. I kind of chuckle because I know I've done it before. And I just searched high and low for this ribbon. Oh, it's in my basket that I took everything out of. Of course it is. Okay, so what we're going to do is, here again, we're going to do a ribbon trick. This did not make it on my ribbon video, but you guys are going to appreciate this. So I already had a bow made, and then it was white, and I decided that I wanted to color it. So like I showed you on the video, make sure you have a piece long enough to wrap around your card. So I'm going to start about there. I'm going to make a triple bow. There is a video. It will be linked on this video. Once it's over, it'll be linked at the top. Okay, so it's going to go over, so just kind of squish it up a little bit so you know where your bow's at, and you want to make sure you have enough to go around your card. And then I always just go a tiny bit more just to make sure you have enough. All right, so now we're going to make our bow. 1, 2, 3. I want a triple bow. I'm going to go around the back. And there is a video, like I said, that just does the bow. You're going to go across over, go under, and away. Okay, so there's my triple bow. And that's going to go right there. See, I gave myself plenty of space, which is fine. That's what I wanted. Now, my bow is already done, and I was like, oh man, I want this to be pink. So, bring yourself some paper in. I am going to get my dark Melon Mambo, and we're going to start coloring this. So just color, and this is not going to go all the way around. You're going to cut some of that off, so don't worry about that. But now, your alcohol ink is just going to absorb on your ribbon. So if you pre-tie your ribbon and then you think, oh man, I have this white ribbon that I could have used, just go ahead and color it. And another good reason to do it this way is now it can dry, although alcohol does dry very quickly. It could just be drying already in a bow, because when you pick up the ribbon and you go to start tying the bow, even though it's alcohol, your fingers will get all pink. So I kind of liked the idea of having it tie ahead of time and then just coming back in and coloring it. You see, I'm trying not to get my fingers all pink because I don't want pink all over my card. All right. And so now you see it's all over your ribbon, except that one little spot. And now my whole ribbon is all pink, ready to go. And now it's going to dry. And I'm just going to set it aside. I'm not worried about this part because this is going to be wrapped around. I'm going to probably turn that off anyway. So I'm just going to set that aside. And now our pink ribbon is going to be ready to go. Okay. The next thing we're going to do is do some die cutting. Let's first adhere our adhesive, and because we're going to die cut that also. So I have this piece, which is for Flirty Flamingo. Here are the inks we're going to use. So it's Flirty Flamingo, Melon Mambo, Granny Apple Green, and of course you're going to use your Memento. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to die cut Flirty Flamingo. Right here, this little Flirty Flamingo outline, that is this die right here. That die does just the skinny little outline. So we're going to use that one. We're going to use this one. I already cut this because I started to pre-cut things, and then I said, oh, wait, I'm going to do the rest of it on screen. So there it is. And it cut out like a dream too. I poked out the little things, the hearts, and it came right out. And I thought, oh, I should have done that on screen so I can show you how wonderful it cuts. But it does cut great. I want those little heart, I like to poke these out ahead of time. Because once you start peeling off the back of your sticker, sometimes those little things are going to stick to your image that you don't want it to stick to. So I kind of like to get rid of all of my little bits and pieces that I don't need. And of course, we're not going to need this much. We only need 4 inches to go on the inside of the card. So I'm just going to set that over there. All right, so I did put adhesive on that because why not? All right, so I think that is it. Oh no, of course we need this. All right, so let's go ahead and add our adhesive. So this heart and this heart, let's see. If we put this heart here, we can put this heart there. And then I have this piece, which was the rest of that already has adhesive on it. So we're going to leave that there and cut that out also. So what I like to do is we're going to pull this out. These go a long way. I don't know if you've used these before, but you can see the cuts right there. So these go a long way. And because I don't want to do it like this, because then I'm going into 3 different pieces of paper. I'm going to go long way, and then we're doing 1 in a portion, which is fine. And I'm just going to use my larger scissors to cut that. Okay. And then I'll put this back in. All right. And then I like to trim it before I put it in the, oh yeah, I forgot. This one sticks here, so we're just going to adhere that on here. Sometimes I forget that this adhesive is a little bit different. Most of them come out on here, and I've been using the same kind forever, but all right, I'm going to come off of here, down here, because this is plastic and it won't pick up like the paper does. All right, so just adhere that on. So that's all adhered. So now I just like to trim, just because I don't want that to stick onto my, this little tiny piece is going to worry me, but I don't want it to stick on my plates. Are you guys watching football? I was thinking about it today, and I was like, isn't Super Bowl Sunday this weekend? I don't know. I don't really do football. I'm sure my husband knows. But if he had to choose between snowboarding and football, he would be snowboarding. So I guess it depends on what the weather's going to be like. All right, so we're going to go ahead. Let me bring my machine in without the paper, because the paper gets it kind of, I'm just going to fold that over. The paper gets my machine kind of scooting all over the place. So I'm just going to put that like that for just a bit. Oh, except I need my, where did my plate go? Oh, right here. Go Chiefs. Okay. Is it sad that I don't know who's playing? I'm sorry. I guess I would know if it was the 49ers, but because that's my son's team. And my son is a huge football fan. Okay, so this is going to go like this. He's more baseball, I think, but he does love football. And then we're going to do this one like this. And you guys are going to be shocked at how crazy easy this is. All right, so let me put these in and run this. Now, I like to run these back and forth. Oops. I'm going to move this over just a little bit. My bottom plate is over to the left, right where the heart's at, just a little bit. There we go. I'm going to run this through twice because it has the adhesive on it. So I like to just come back through. All right. I always go for the underdog. If it's not the team that my son or husband's going for, then the underdog it is. All right. So we're going to grab our little brush here just to make sure we get everything out, because we're going to need to run this die through again. See how clean that came out? And we're going to run this die. I'm just going to put it on the edge here. Let's cut it. See, we can use this for all kinds of things, so I don't get rid of that. All right, we're going to put that on here. Oh, you guys, I just ran the wrong thing through. This is, okay, this is not the right thing. So let me show you the difference. I love making mistakes because then I can show you what not to do. Okay, so this is the flower. So you want this on your colors, okay? How funny, I was just thinking, oh, I should have done the green first. All right, so we're gonna go through twice. So you got what not to do, right? Hi, Susan. All right, here we go. I was wondering why it was cutting out kind of like that. All right, so here is what you want. These are the individual flowers. Oops. So you're going to poke out your flowers. Let's try this. All right, so there's some of your flowers. Make sure you don't lose any. So you want to poke out two of these little flowers like this, not the heart-shaped ones, but these in the two different colors that you want your flowers to be. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 of these, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 3 flowers. So I'm going to move those over to the side. I'm going to add another adhesive sheet. Let's see. I don't think it'll fit on here. Nope. Well, no, we'll just put another adhesive sheet on here. So you want to do the green is where you want the heart shape to go, okay? So just cut your adhesive again. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut this piece off right here. All right, we're going to put this on here. So what not to do is the heart-shaped die, this one, you want ran on your green paper. This and the pink, you're going to run your flowers. So these flowers adhere on top of this die. Okay, so I'm going to move this to the corner so I can use the rest later for something else. All right. And like I said, with adhesive, I like to just go through and back just to make sure it's all off there well. And now what we're going to do is grab that green piece of paper. And this was left over from when I did the donkey cards. And the heart fit perfectly on here. So we're going to add that on there. And same thing. This one, I did not put adhesive on. It's a little bit bigger, so I don't mind adding glue on the back of this. So there is your die. And everything should fall out so pretty. What I like to do is I take this and I scrape it off over my trash can. And just make sure all those little bits are off. So let's move this. I might need it again. But for now, all right. Okay, so did everybody understand what not to do? You don't need to do your flowers with this. You want to do your green and you want to do your flowers with the smaller, just the flowers, not the heart. All right. And then we also already cut this, which is our little heart I told you. Our little heart piece. I did put adhesive on this also. There we go. All right. And it looks like the paper, I put Flirty Flamingo, but I was switching back and forth. And I also did some of the Petal Pink. All right, so let me put these dies up so I don't lose them. Oh, we need this still. And this is not in adhesive either. So I'm going to Just do one more, and I think we got everything. All right, so this heart barely fits on your image. So I'm just going to turn it a little bit to make sure. It's easier to turn it this way than it is going sideways, so you can get it all in there. I think it would go sideways too, but it's really close. All right. Now we have our heart. And now all the easy stuff is next. Now, one of the other things I did do with the green heart, okay, we're going to clean this all out. Okay. So we're going to have our green heart there. And what I did is I just took color and color. You're going to notice on here, it just has a little bit of texture on there. It's not just green. Okay. We're going to take this stamp, which is the heart with the squirrely little lines on it, the little squiggles of hearts on there. And we're going to do color on color. So I did Granny Apple Green. And I tried to do it right onto the heart, but you're gonna, if you miss a little bit, you can go back in and add it. So let's see. So there's a leaf over here with nothing. So I just kind of, and then down here on the bottom, you can see, and I'm gonna zoom in a little bit for you. Just kind of go back around. Get those little edges. You can't even really tell that it's not, you know, the image isn't in line or anything. It's not a big deal, but you're just adding some character to that. Let me zoom in a little bit. Okay. All right, so that's all you do with the green. Now you're going to take a piece of black and you're going to make a heart. So I forgot you need this larger heart. This one right here, remember this is the one that does the little thin line. You're going to need the larger one. All right, oops, that's not black. It was in the black pile. And we're going to cut this. All right. One more time with the die. I think this would be a really fun card that if you had a mass production, because once you get your colors straight and like you do, you know, 10 green flower hearts, and then all you would do is run them all through and then stamp them all and that's done, and then run the flowers through and then that's done. And so it's going to be a nice card that is super simple. All right, so now we're going to take our heart and I'm going to take out all our little bits that we don't need, and it die cuts so nice. All right, so this is what we're going to do is we are going to now glue our green onto the black. I do too, Jennifer. I don't like to do it on too large of long things. Like even this, sometimes if it's long, they'll stick to each other. So you just got to be super careful pulling them apart. But let's open up my glue. So you got to be careful on sometimes. Now this, you know how good our glue is. So I just kind of put it on the leaves, just kind of dab it here and there, just so it's kind of dabbed everywhere. In each little section, it doesn't have to be on every tiny little piece. All right. Because it's going to hold. Put it on the heart the best you can. I start it with the leaf on the bottom in the corner. And then just kind of see how the leaves just kind of touch the corners around the edge. It just goes right around. And now what we're going to do is we're going to add our flowers. So let's poke all our flowers out. Let's try this. Carol, that is a good idea. That does work also. If I was doing a mass production, that is something I would definitely do. Okay, so I like, because this has so much of the hot pink around it already, I decided to pop up those lighter flowers. So I'm going to choose to pick up the petal pink ones. And I'm going to have to change my supply list. I think I only did Flirty Flamingo, but I forgot I added this lighter color. I just wanted it to pop a little bit more. So I just lightly start to put them down first. Okay, so just make sure you're getting all of the light ones. I just got my nails cut and it seem like I can't do anything. They're so short. I like them shorter, but when they start getting long and you start getting used to them. All right, so then I like to just kind of lightly lay it to make sure it's on there. And then one more. All right. All right. Put that on there. And now we're going to the little ones. So now you're going to have your dark pink ones that you can keep for another project. Maybe switch out your colors or whatever. And then your light pink little ones. So just kind of put all those aside to use at a later time. All right, so we don't need the little one. We need the dark. Here it is. Again, I like to pull out the little things so they don't stick to the back of my adhesive that I need. If you guys haven't subscribed, I'd really appreciate it. Terry, welcome. I know it's an unusual day and time, and I'm probably going to do another unscheduled one this weekend at some point. Well, this one, the adhesive came off already. So make sure you subscribe so you get notified. All right, so see how this one slid a little bit. That's why I don't like to put it down super hard right away. Excuse me. You want to make sure that you have a little wiggle room to adjust to make sure that they're on there. All right. And we have one more, but look how pretty that greenery is. That's just kind of adds just a little more depth, a little something, a little more character to it than just green. So I liked that a lot. All right, we're going to add one more. Like I said, just kind of lightly put it down and then move it right into place. So there we go. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to adhere it to our heart here. Put it on. All right, and now we're going to finish it off. Now remember, this has the adhesive on the back. So look at the little polka dots all over me. This is what I like to take them off so they don't stick to the back of your project. But they are all over. All right, and now we're going to take the adhesive off of here. And it's really a small, dainty piece of paper, so just kind of be careful. And when you pull it, remember it's not going to be just one sheet, it's probably two next to each other, so make sure you get both pieces off. Okay, because remember there's two pieces of adhesive we had to lay down. Oh, good, Terry. Thank you, Carol. All right, so what I like to do at this point is get my tweezers, if I can find them. Here they are. All right, so I like to get my tweezers, and then I'm going to lay it right on the black. It fits exactly on the black on the edges. So I'm going to do it very lightly and hold it in the corner and just kind of work my way up. Okay. Because you want to make sure it folds out to the edges. See right here where that leaf is? I want it to make sure it covers that edge, because it should. Okay, so just make sure it covers all your edges. And then work its way up and then press. So you saw the corners here, it tried to not cover the edge. And then once it's on the edge, I press it pretty good. You just want to make sure that it's on there. Okay. And then that kind of seals that up. So there's your heart. Thank you, Miss Olivia. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and put this together. Move all our little pieces over. Now we're going to add our bow, but let's do this first. Let's do our inside. So I stamp the inside, and I like to stamp it first if I remember, so that in case I mess it up, I can grab another piece of paper. Okay, we're just going to line it up. Doesn't have to be perfect, but I like it to be somewhat straight, right? All right, so there's that. Then we're going to take our heart, and I'm going to start with this one over here and kind of end with this one. It doesn't have to be perfect, so I'm going to end right here. It does not have to go, it won't go side to side, but I wanted to put the whole thing down there versus cutting off in the middle of a heart. So if it's a little shorter, I'm okay with that. All right. Now this one I'm gonna like, I used the, this one, Parisian Floral 3D. Whoops, there we go. I love this folder. All right, so I'm going to line this up, and then I'm going to look at the line right here and just kind of, again, I'm going to go with the middle heart. I'm going to grab it with my tweezers so I know where the middle's at. Okay. And I am going to just kind of lay the middle of the heart down as closely in the middle as I can. And then I'm just going to work it out. And that is definitely close enough for me. All right, so there is our inside. So I'm going to go ahead and adhere this in. I went a little off the edge. Just make sure that you roll that under. All right. All right, so there's our inside. So for our panel, we're going to go ahead and add our ribbon that we had. And you guys know I like to, I'm going to place this here. Actually, we can go ahead and add this now. So let's do that with some dimensionals. Thank you, Susan. I appreciate that. Oops. All right, so we're going to go ahead and add this. And now when I put this on here, I'm going to put it in the middle. And make sure when you use your embossing folder that you realize that there's kind of a middle of that folder. I am not going to push this one down quite yet because I want my ribbon to go there. All right. So I'm going to add a glue dot. So I'm going to add my glue dot like right here. And your ink, well, it seems to lighten up a little bit. Maybe I used the lighter one on this one and the darker on this one, but I thought I used the darker, so this may lighten up. I don't know. That's kind of has me. Maybe I did use the light one, but that's okay. All right, so those are going to go around. So now I'm okay pushing that down. I just wanted to make sure that ribbon was going to go straight. Hi, Carol. I know it's an unusual time for me. I'm not usually on right now. I'm glad you caught me. All right, we're going to go over on the other side, add your adhesive. I make the adhesive just a little longer than it probably needs to because when you flip your ribbon around to the back, you just want to make sure you're catching it and it's in a straight line. So of course I'm not going to lay this back down because it will stick to the paper. Just kind of eyeball it straight. It'll be fine. And you saw how we have that little extra. You could make your bow bigger or smaller to adjust. All right, I'm going to take my glue. It's 3D, so I like to take regular Tombow glue on here just so that I make sure that it's going to adhere well and not move. All right. So we're going to adhere that on there. And now we're going to pull out the, this was a piece of Whisper White that I had as a spare piece. I keep them, oh look, I already did it. I keep them just in case for little sentiments like this. So I can add the sentiment on there. No, Jennifer, that's so much easier to do it this way, especially when I didn't mess up and accidentally cut this, but this will go to another project, trust me. I can add these darker flowers right on top of that. So what I did is, all I did is take the heart and I did Flirty Flamingo and I stamped off. So let me pull this back in. I just did stamp off heart, stamp off heart. I just kind of randomly did them, and see how I messed up that one. I could go back in, fix it. It didn't matter if they were solid or partial or whatever, because you're going to go back in with the other color, and I stamped off and I did them all, you can tell, fairly close to each other. So that's all I did for the hearts. So I'm going to pull this in and bring in our sentiment. I just thought it would add kind of a fun little flair to add the little hearts there. And it doesn't have to be a Valentine. This one just says, just a little note, my heart smiles just thinking about you. So it's perfect for Valentine's, but it doesn't have to be for your Valentine. It could be for a friend or a family member or whatever you want. All right, I'm going to stick this right here. I'm sure my head's probably in the way. Sorry. Yeah, the dies are fantastic. So there's a little note. And then I just kind of eyeballed. I got a little thin piece of, like I have this piece here. So I'm going to just cut this like that. And like that. I mean, it's kind of however you want it. I'm going to adhere with a little bit of glue. I put it towards the top, just so we have that one straight edge on the top. And when I do this, I like to use my longer scissors because I can just see it better when I cut. I mean, you could use a trimmer, but for me, this is such a small piece. I like to just go along, and you can look up ahead at where you're cutting and make sure you're leaving that space that you want. All right. Because you can still angle it as you're cutting and make sure you get what you want. All right, so here is our little sentiment. And we're going to add our little dimensionals on the back and pop that up. For those of you that came late, I'll show you a sneak peek here of what I'm working on for Sunday's video. I'm probably going to get another one in to you before Sunday, I hope. It's my plan. All right, we're just going to add that. Make sure it's straight. All right. Oh, Carol, no problem. Thank you, Jennifer. Okay, so of course we can't forget our rhinestones. So the things I still had in here, the heart, which are on back order. I'm so sorry. And I didn't look up the date really quick to see when it's coming, but it is on back order. So what I did with this is I took the two bottom loops. Okay, I just took the two bottom loops and put them through. Okay, so that can hold your heart. You can fix your bow however you want it. Kind of is going to spread out a little like a flower, but you can fix it. And then I took glue dots, trusty old glue dots. I almost add these on every order. And I'm just going to put it kind of right by the heart and lay my bow down. Now, when I lay my bow down, I want it spread apart down here so the loop stays open, and also it covers up your glue dot. Okay, so we'll go do another one. We're going to pull this out. I'm going to put it right next to the heart. And then I'm going to spread my bow and put it down. So there is our heart on our bow and our card. Now the thing I did differently on this one is I cut this in the petal pink the same as this, whereas this one I cut this one in the Flirty Flamingo. And I may have done this one in the light Melon Mambo versus the dark. I thought I did dark, but I don't know if it lightens up or what. So I don't know what I did. So I did it. And looks like I re-inked my black thing since then too. Okay, so now we just need to add our large rhinestone on the larger flower. This really just finished it, I think. And I added one there. And because there were 3 flowers, I did not, oh, you know what I did do though? I did add a little bit of glue because especially on these little ones, they kind of fell in. So I just added a little bit of glue so they didn't go anywhere. So that's what I did. And I even put it on the big one because there's nothing to hold it. I just wanted to make sure my little rhinestones weren't going to go anywhere. So just add your glue for your rhinestones. And then this one too. All right, there we go. So there are the cards. And now I have a whole nother set of flowers because they're going to give you a whole set of each color. And now I can make something else with all of these. So you could just mix match your colors and make 2 cards and you would have all of your flowers already cut out. Thank you, you guys. So let me go over a couple quick little things. So let me show you this. So on Sunday, I will be doing a sneak peek of the butterfly bouquet. It is stunning. I can tell you that I absolutely love it. The first few sheets of paper, you can die cut out the images. And let's see. So here is the PDF. Let's see. Let me start at the top here. The paper is gorgeous. It's available March 2nd for customers and available for demonstrators now. You can order it on my blog, which is marciebeseckerdesigns.com on March 2nd. This paper, I'm going to show you the paper. It's absolutely stunning. I love, love, love it. And I would suggest ordering extra paper. All right, so when you go to my blog on the right-hand side, it says shop my online store, and my current host code is to the right. I'm right below that, so if you just copy that, take it into the store with you, and you can add it when you're in there. The Hey Chicks and the Hey Birthday Chicks are available now, although one set is on back order. And so sometimes they allow you to order it and they'll send it to you when it comes in. If that's the case, I would definitely do that. It's totally worth it. I hope you guys saw my little chick card. Those were so fun to make. For any order that I receive with $50 or more with the host code, you will get a PDF for free. And if you purchase one of the sets, I will send you the kits for these 2 cards plus a bonus card and the PDF. So keep that in mind. Right now is a fantastic time to join. I would love to have you on my team. You can join for $99. You get $125 in product plus 200 sheets of the Color on Color DSP, which is 5 packages, and of course a discount. I would really appreciate it if you guys would subscribe, share, and like, and help me grow my audience. And of course, anytime you guys come back and comment, that's an awesome help to my page. And liking it, sharing it, that just keeps my page boosting, which I really appreciate. I am normally live on Tuesdays and Sundays. Tuesdays at 2 o'clock, Sundays at noon. But I randomly decide to jump on with some extra bonus videos. And so make sure when you do subscribe, you click the little bell for the notifications and it will let you know when I'm live. But also you can go to my Facebook page, which is Marcie Besecker Designs, And I try to post on there a little like, hey, I'm going to be live today or at 2 o'clock or whatever. And sometimes give you sneak peeks and talk about specials and things like that. And of course, if you go to my blog and subscribe, you'll also get notified of measurements and colors and products that I use. But it is also listed below in the description, so that could help you too. Again, my February host code is right here. So you can always refer back to the video during that month, and it is in the description below, so it's easy to copy. I, again, would love to have you as a part of my team. It would be so much fun to have you. And right now is the perfect time during celebration. You get some extra bonus products. You get sneak peeks on stuff that's coming up. Our new annual catalog will be coming soon. So right now, if you join, your quota is not even due till the end of June, which is when the new catalog is going to be like out in May. We get to preview it in April. And so right now is the best time to join because you'll get so many perks, and it's definitely worth it. So I hope you'll take a look at that. So let me show you. I just want to show you this butterfly paper. I saw it online, and okay, so I bought 3 of them. I already used, oh, let me switch my cameras because you can't see. I already used up like most of this. I think there's 3 sheets left, only because my cardstock I ran out that was cut, and I didn't want to cut anymore, so I'm like, I'll finish this today. And so this package will be pretty much gone. So I had to open the other package because the colors on the front, these cards, cut. So you're getting your sneak peek here of the butterfly also, but Sunday I will be creating with this set. So here's the paper. So this is the one that you are going to use. So here's the stamp set, and here are the dies. So this goes on the stamp set, of course, but it also goes on this paper. Okay. You also get, oh, my wood paper. You get like a birch paper, and I don't have it right near me, but you also get these cute little like bricks and these hashtaggy things, different like little pieces that you can create with. And you get these dies, which also goes with your stamps. So you can do the background, and then you can do the foreground with that also. All right, so we can put these back in here. So there's a lot of those. So this is what it looks like. So I played with these on a printed, one of the papers in here, and got all these butterflies. Then I did some watercolor paper and kind of played with that. That's okay, Linda. I'm glad you made it. Okay, so I did color, like watercolor on watercolor. So I did the solids, and then I did the prints. And then there's just all kinds of different butterflies in there. Then, oops. Then I have all of these. Once I realized it cut out the paper, I pulled out the 2 packages. Now this is 2 packages of butterflies right here, because you get 1, 2, see, this was the other side that I did. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 sheets of butterflies. So this is 16 sheets of butterflies. So they're going to go on top of my cards. Then this is the other paper, and it's so much prettier in person, I have to tell you. All right, so there's 8 sheets of that. Then there's this one, and this is the back. Okay, 8 sheets. This one. I mean, look how pretty this is. I have so many. I mean, there's so much you can do with this set. And then on the back, 8 sheets of this with this on the back, and 8 sheets with this and this. And it's just so pretty. So there you go. That's a little sneak peek of the butterfly set. And you can see what the rest of my desk looks like. It's all butterflies right now. So I will be working on something to come up with that on Sunday. And I already have an idea. Super simple, fancy fold. It's going to be a really fun card. And it's going to use a lot of your DSP up just the right way so you don't have a lot of leftover little pieces. All right. And I have another video. It's going to be another Valentine's Day card. And it's going to be coming up on, I'm going to try and do it either later today or tomorrow. So I don't know if it'll be live. Probably. Maybe I'll do it Monday. I don't know. I got to get a couple little pieces finished on it. So if I do, I'll try to get another video out probably today or tomorrow. All right, everybody. Well, thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Joanna. Linda, I'm sorry you're late. You're going to have to go back and watch it. It was a fun card. So we did this card here. A couple little different variances on color, but there you go. It was a lot of fun. Thank you, Carol. Great, Linda. Let me know how you like it. All right, everybody. So if you haven't ordered the chicks, I highly recommend it. And if you are interested in the butterflies, they will be available on March the 2nd. And don't forget my special. If you put in an order, you can get these cute little kits or PDF. I will see you soon. You guys have a great weekend. Don't eat too much goodies at Super Bowl Sunday. I will be here Sunday at noon, so I hope to see you then, and I will see you really soon. Have a great day, everybody. Bye.